Hello everyone, I hope you all are doing well. In this video, I will show you how to complete the inverted Spire Grandmaster Nightfall. I will first show you the loadouts we had, followed by the strategies we used throughout the Grandmaster. Timestamps on the description below. Before we start, here is some important information to know about the Grandmaster. The burn is arc, so have a couple of arc weapons or subclasses with you. All three shield types are present, so definitely have at least one weapon between you all for Solar, Arc and Void. The champions are Barrier and Unstoppable. Let's get right into the loadouts. We had one Warlock running well, combined with Phoenix Protocol to spam supers with. We also had one Hunter running Mobius Quiver combined with Orpheus Rigs for DPS against the boss. Finally, we had a Titan running Thunder Crash for DPS against the boss combined with Falling Star to increase his damage. Moving on to weapons. All of us ran an Arbalest for stunning Barrier champions combined with Scout Rifles for stunning Unstoppables and sniping at adds. For DPS, two of us ran Storm Chaser whilst the third ran a Hothead RPG. You can either all go for linears such as Storm Chasers, or you can all use RPGs combined with at least one Gjallarhorn. The choice is yours. Next up are mods, starting with a class item. I suggest running the Revitalizing mod as it clears your stun timer and deals extra damage against champions when stunning them. If you have fusion grenades, use Solar Fulmination to increase their damage. For leg armor, run some scavenger mods. On your chest armor, definitely have at least one arc resist mod. You can also put on some ammo reserves, however if you are struggling then throw on an additional mod like Concussive Dampener to help with splash damage resist. For your gauntlets run some champion mods, and finally for the helmet have some ammo finder mods on. On to the first encounter. As soon as you spawn in, get onto your Sparrow and drive to the first jump pad. You'll want to get up high onto the left side and use this high ground to take out all the adds that are beneath you. Be careful as sometimes there can be a couple of adds spawning to your left side next to you on top of the cliff. Once the area is clear, use the jump pad to get to the next section. Stay at the back and clear out this area. The main threat here is the Colossus at the back of the map. In the next room, don't go too far in. In front of you will be multiple snipers, so take those out first and then remain on the high ground. This room contains a lot of champions, some of which are easy to miss, and you could lose out on platinum if you do not kill them. Move to the edge of a cliff and look down below. There you will find a Barrier champion. Take it out and then drop down to the next area. Here there will be a Centurion, an Unstoppable and two Barrier Hobgoblins at the back of the map. You can either rotate right and take the Hobgoblins out first, or rotate left and use the rocks for cover, dealing with the Unstoppable first. Once you have cleared the area, move to the doorway and turn around. Down below from where you came there will be another Barrier and Unstoppable hidden away. Once again use the high ground to safely dispose of them. Proceed to the next room where, before jumping down, take out the Barrier sitting on its own on one of the islands. Jump from island to island, taking the adds out one by one. When you get to the Gladiator area, use this rock in the middle to kill them without them hitting you. Once done, drop all the way down and get rid of any Cabal that may still be behind you, as they can be a nuisance. Using this raised elevation on the right side, you can safely dispose of the two Barriers and one Unstoppable champion. Then, equip your Sparrows and drive to the next location. You have two options. Either go all the way to the left or all the way to the right. The choice is entirely yours. Personally, the right side is the easiest to use when dealing with the adds. Once you get to this hill, you might have to crouch behind it to avoid getting shot by the Cabal ships. From this position, take out the snipers on the left and right sides on top of the bunkers. Then use one super to get rid of all the adds in the middle of the room outside of those bunkers. A well placed tether with a couple of grenades makes short work of this. From here, use your Thunder Crash to eliminate the adds in the bunker closest to you. Then do the same to the far side. The main threat here are the two Centurions with arc shields, one in each bunker. There are explosive barrels everywhere, so I suggest you use those to your advantage. After clearing the last bunker, move to the top of it and clear out the adds around the jump pads. Careful to not go too far so as not to get hit by the Cabal drop pods. Then use the jump pads to get to the drill, however there will be an Unstoppable champion waiting for you at the top. Either send one person to stun it or go together and use a well to take the adds out as quickly as possible. Drop down into the control room where a Gladiator, a couple of Cabal and a Barrier champion will spawn. I suggest going to the far side of the room to deal with them. Next are several waves of adds. There is no other way to do this room other than to survive it. I suggest staying at the back around the control panel and dealing with the adds as they rush you. The first wave contains an Unstoppable champion, with a second containing dogs and the third a Centurion. Honestly, one Witherhorde or even Sunspots would be a great choice for this room if you are struggling with it. Afterwards, jump off the drill using the jump pad, but remember to double jump at the end, as the fall to this day will still kill you. Thanks Bungie. In the next room there will be an Unstoppable champion waiting for you along with some adds. There are snipers to your right, so be wary of those. Either take them out first or use the cover to avoid them until later. Jump down again where there'll be another unstoppable waiting for you. Just use the back of a room to safely dispose of it and any remaining adds. Up next is the mining area. Here you will need to kill 2 barriers to get platinum. I suggest you hug the right side wall and stay on top of these cliff lines to safely dispose of the adds. The elevation of these cliff lines will also protect you from the rotating drills. Just remember to not be in the direct path. Move from cliff to cliff, dealing with the adds along the way, and you will be fine. You have now reached the boss room. This should be an easy 1 to 2 phase encounter. Remain on this side of the room and kill all the harpies first. As soon as you do, pop a well, launch a thunder crash and tether, then DPS the boss with your heavies. Try to hit all your crit spots, otherwise the boss will move to the second platform. If he does, simply wait a little bit and then you can do damage once again, finishing the boss off. This shouldn't be any more than a 2 platform damage phase. And there you have it, that is how you complete the inverted Spire Grandmaster Nightfall. If you have found the video helpful, then please like, share and post a comment. Don't forget to subscribe for more Destiny 2 guides. Thank you for watching and I'll see you all next time.